Today's horoscope from Astrocademy Leo April 5, 2022. The moon spends the day in your spirit sector, stirring your desire to learn, explore, and discover. The sun is heading toward an alignment with Jupiter, awakening the need for a fresh approach to your intimate life and feelings of empowerment and connection. You might benefit from combining resources with someone now. Some level of luck could be part of your day, such as the discovery of resources you never knew you had, an offer of support, or a partner's windfall. However, this is likely to be more about your confidence and motivation to make improvements than anything. For greater success, try to tap into Jupiter's winning formula of an open mind, generosity, and faith rather than its tendency to excess or exaggeration. You may very well learn something about yourself or a relationship that empowers you to make profound and significant lifestyle changes. Your love horoscope. You're craving more excitement and adventure in your love life. Single or already romantically attached, the moon's shift into Mars-ruled Taurus and your expansive ninth house of adventure, wisdom, and unknown territory will bring greater emphasis to themes surrounding everything from your personal philosophy to your desire for thrilling experiences. Also, with both Mars-Venus sizzling through Capricorn, your sixth house of daily rituals, due diligence, and acts of service, chances are you're playing hooky with babe, and you're not sorry about it either. Mercury's transit through Aquarius is also a plus, as it will continue to bring clarity to your one-on-one commitments, even if it's from a distance. Now is the time to better structure your professional commitments. With Mercury conjunct Saturn in Aquarius hitting your sector of commitments, you may be brainstorming on how to assume authority in your paraprofessional partnerships and obligations. Think about what you can say or do to better your position in such commitments. Since the Sun in Pisces sextiles Uranus in Taurus as well, you may find that it is time to commit to investing in a more disciplined approach to see a difference in your career path and shared assets. A day after the moon left your financial sector, with your financial instincts and imagination fueled and the momentum from a new moon still giving money matters a boost, the Sun and Jupiter align here today. This is a coming together of the Sun's focus on what is real and Jupiter's focus on what is possible, allowing you to take the first steps towards turning financial dreams into reality. You say confident, your coworkers say cocky. Assume that they're just jealous and keep on working your magic. You may find yourself involved in a deep conversation today. There is room for unusual expression, humorous, perhaps, or surprising in other ways. It's important to stay grounded and fly under the radar so that you don't get flooded. Stay in tune with your body, as you may experience unusual hunger, or crave some unusual taste or spice. Follow your instincts and gratify yourself, explore the new. Also, try to be in bed early tonight. Your body will appreciate the extra rest. It may surprise you to find you feel more geared towards working today than anything else. As social as you are, getting things done and feeling a sense of accomplishment is as good for you as anyone else. And this day is definitely the time to see this happen. Don't fight it. Reschedule any social plans you have for another time, and get down to the tasks at hand. You'll be glad you did. It may also serve to impress your boss or partner. Ahead of Venus, the planet of money's return to your financial sector tomorrow, Jupiter and Neptune, the planets of luck and dreams, are not only just days away from aligning but are working to make the most of their last full day here on their own. With Mars returning next week to fuel your financial passions and fighting spirit and to help you take your financial power back, it is all about first making the dream. Until then, Venus and Mars are more focused on your relationships with a need today to make this a priority. Just as Venus, the planet of love, is spending her last full day in your relationship sector, Mars and Saturn have aligned. As Venus works to leave you with a confident sense of what you want from your relationships moving forward, Mars and Saturn have joined forces to give you the power to move mountains if you have to. Our eyes in the sky. The moon takes its first steps in fiery Taurus this morning, marking the beginning of a new lunar cycle. You should be feeling emotionally refreshed and ready to take on the world. The energy here is great for starting new projects, so if you've been putting aside certain tasks, now would be the time to pick them up and execute your plans. This energy likes to move, so you'll likely get a boost to your endurance as well. Your desire for adventure is highlighted now, which could lead to an impulsive excursion away from home. Humor your whims today, fleeting as they may be, and don't be afraid to step out of your normal routine. This afternoon, the moon cozies up to healing asteroid Chiron, and this aspect could go one of two ways. You could do a really great job of putting someone else's needs ahead of your own, which could in turn leave you with the short end of the stick. Or you could finally give yourself permission to be a little bit selfish. This is the time to think about what you want and then act on it. It might feel unnatural to be so self-serving, but we all need to take time out for ourselves now and again. Just remember to be gentle with others when you're letting them know it's all about you right now. While your attention will be drawn in many directions today, the most urgent is Venus and Mars' last full day in your career sector. While Venus has been here for the last 4 months, Mars for the last 6 weeks, and they have been aligned for nearly 3 weeks, from tomorrow the push to get this professional year up to speed will end and it will become more about the journey. In all your personal and professional goals and ambitions, today is about not just focusing on what excites you but daring to believe in what's possible. Having the moon in Taurus as Venus and Mars spend their last full day in a competitively charged part of your chart and prepare to move to a more social and serendipitous part tomorrow is a huge advantage. The planets of love and passion are as tightly aligned now as they have been, and thanks to the moon you are emotionally engaged. It is an especially quiet day astrologically, as the Taurus moon makes no aspects until it links up with wounded healer asteroid Chiron after noon. This transit stimulates insecurities, forcing us to become our own emotional support system. In the past, especially in our formative years, a fear of rejection caused us to shy away from expressing some facet of our identity. Perhaps we were deemed too loud, too opinionated, or accused of taking up too much space. We might have had interests or ambitions that clashed with familial expectations or ostracized us from our peers. As children, we internalized these complaints and associated them with a lack of safety. The message: if we are our authentic selves, others will abandon us. At this juncture, events occur which provoke familiar anxieties. The moon and Chiron are currently the only planets transiting a fire sign, and burning feelings of anger and resentment could flare up seemingly out of nowhere, directed at those who unknowingly poke old wounds. Although our frustrations are valid, perpetuating harm is no way to reconcile our past. In fact, through these confrontations, we become more practiced at supporting and healing the inner child who craves validation. Be your own best cheerleader now. It is our birthright to express ourselves, take action, and forge new paths, no matter how loud we are or who we might disturb in the process. It is not our responsibility to make ourselves palatable for others, and rectifying this ideology helps us attract true friends and allies.